Welcome to College Football 26 and a new Team Builder Dynasty. Welcome to the Maine Tech Red Claws. In the peak of the New England region, we have a new college to test in College Football 26. So let's meet Coach Reich's team. This team is led by quarterback Ozzie Grayson, a redshirt junior. He is your prototypical quarterback. Not too fast, but he's got a decent arm. That is somewhat accurate. This should be the star of the team here. Trip Gates, superstar running back, could lead this team to great heights. As you can see, this team does not have a lot of depth when it comes to high-end pieces. Shooter Cortez is going to be our number one option when it comes to passing. Tight end and the offensive line, guys at the top may help a little bit, but still a lot of depth issues on this team, and that's going to be the struggle in the first few years, is creating depth across this entire team to raise the floor of this team, especially in a game like College Football 26, where the wear and tear has not been fully figured out and has been a massive problem for other people who have played this game. Ryan Cordova should be the leader of this defense, though. He is your prototypical Mike linebacker, smart, heavy hitter, can just play in zone. As you look at our secondary, you can see how thin it is and how slow it is compared to the rest of college football. And then we look at our special teams. Those are two of our highest rated players. But now we check our schedule. We start with two rivalry games at home versus UMass at Sailors Field, our home stadium. Then we go to Penn State for our second rivalry game. We took over Old Dominion, but we moved to the CUSA, so we play a full CUSA schedule. And you will see that ends in Week 11 versus UTEP. Then we go to SMU for a late season test. And then to our final game at Sailors Field, a rivalry game against UConn. But now, let's check out the UMass Minutemen. Grant Jordan is going to give you a lot what Ozzie Grayson gives you, but Jawan Price is going to be the main threat today. He is an absolute bruiser. You look at their wide receivers and their tight ends, it's not as good as their running back depth, in my opinion, but they're pretty mediocre along the offensive line. Defensive line, they do have some nice pieces there. Linebacker may be a little bit thin. On the weak side, that is. You look at their secondary, there are some guys that we could compete with and try to attack. But now, let's go into the program's first ever game against the UMass Minutemen here at Sailors Field in Portland, Maine. So, welcome to a packed stadium for the Tea Party. This is the UMass Maine Tech rivalry kicking us off in the 2025 college football season. Here is the return up to around the 20-yard line, breaks a tackle to the 22, a little bit shaken up after the play, but here comes the Maine Tech Red Claws offense. Running a multiple style offense, they will start by giving it to Trip Gates, and he's met in the hole quickly, no gain on the first play. So we will head to second down and 10, still in the gun, two tight end set here. Motioning out Trip Gates, Grayson, the empty backfield. UMass rushes 5. Some pressure off the edge. Incomplete. Grayson never saw it. He barely got that away. Third down and long. Drop back. Ozzie Grayson. Gonna fire for Shooter Cortez. Dangerous pass. Incomplete. And a 3-and-out to start the season for the Maine Tech Red Claws offense. The return from about the 40-ish yard, or the 35-ish yard line, getting up to just past the 40, and here is the UMass offense. You see the impact players, very accurate. Trip Gates, Ryan Cordova. As here is Grant Jordan starting the game in the gun. Quick pass to his tight end underneath on a little RPO action, and a gain of 3 as Braxley Carrington, one of the defensive linemen, is shaken up. And it's still in the gun here. They go underneath again. I believe that is Owen Anderson. Yes, it is. And Carrington will come off for another rotational guy. To 3rd and 2 in the gun, motioning over Anderson. They're going to keep this with the quarterback on the read option, and it is stopped. So Maine Tech will force a 3-and-out on their first ever defensive possession. Punting from about the 35-ish. This one heading for the sideline and a terrible punt there. They will start this drive on the 32-yard line. Here's a drop back, screen pass to Gates. He's got some room. He's got a nice gain there. A gain of 7. A little bit of a bad mark there, but heading to 2nd and 3. Still in the gun. A drop back. It's a screen pass for the tight end, and that one would have been better dropped. Loss of 2 on the play. They go to Gates on 3rd down and 5 up the middle, and they are short. They are stopped, and they're going to roll the dice here early in the first quarter, trying to get some momentum. They go to Trip Gates. No chance. UMass with the stop, and yet another bad offensive possession for the Red Claws. Here's another RPO heading to the outside. That's a gain of 9 for the Minutemen. In the gun yet again, 2 tight ends on the field. Drop back, Jordan. Pressure, gets it away, and that's caught for a first down. The first down of the season for either team. We head to 2nd and 5, another RPO. That one's caught down the middle, down to the 1. Now 2nd and goal, UMass on the door, knocking it, and that's in. Jawan Price. That is a Minutemen touchdown, and the Red Claws are going to be down 7-0 here in this first quarter. A nearly unstoppable drive there from the UMass Minutemen, just spreading out the defense with their RPO action and run game, just able to easily get chunk yardage. Here's Ozzie Grayson handing it off to Trip Gates. They're trying to get this running game going early, just nothing happening. So to 3rd and 7 we go. There it is underneath. It's caught, but short, and Maine Tech just has nothing going for their offense right now. They fast forward to a 2nd and long, motioning out their running back, drop back for Jordan. Throwing underneath, broken tackle, and that's going to be what could have been only a gain of about 3. Turns into a first down after the 3rd and 1 conversion. To 2nd and 10 in the second quarter we go. To start the second quarter, going underneath on the slant, that is caught for a gain of 5. Opportunity for Maine Tech to get a stop. Drop back on 3rd and 5. Jordan looking right side, and a nice catch. And that is a first down. Grant Jordan playing well so far. We are in the second quarter, 1st and 10. Quickly over the middle. Oh, dangerous pass, a weird hit, and that is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for the Minutemen. A little screen action, and that's going to get them about 4 yards. So a 3rd and medium here. An opportunity for Maine Tech, potentially. The Minutemen going to motion out their running back yet again. Price, out wide, empty set for Jordan. Drop back. Going to go over the middle, untouched. An easy first down for the Minutemen. Now to a single back set. 3 tight ends. They're going to go to Jawan Price. Jawan Price fighting forward. A gain of 9. And as I told you, he is an absolute bruiser. Now a keeper from Grant Jordan. That's going to get him all the way inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line. To 1st and 10 in the gun. They give it to Jawan Price, who gets through the defense for a 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Jawan Price puts UMass up 13-0, going to be 14-0 in a nearly unstoppable offensive drive from the Minutemen right there. Jawan Price showing what he can do with the ball in his hands. So we head back to the Maine Tech offense. They're going to try to keep this one on the ground. Trip Gates, not too bad of a gain right there. A gain of 4 on 1st down and 10. Another drop back pass over the middle is caught, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Give to Trip Gates, and there finally is a first down for the Red Claws. Trip Gates gets the first down, only took a quarter. Drop back here. They're going to get Trip Gates out into space on this screen pass. On a little cross screen, he gets about 10, just short of the first down marker. Another drop back, firing to the right side, and that is caught by the tight end. Bane Parnell with an amazing route and catch. Here's another drop back. They go underneath here, and that is caught for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 here. Showing the gun, 2 tight ends. They're going to drop back out of this. They're going to go for the tight end again, and this one's caught. That is Tiernan Garrick, the second more athletic tight end. Drop back for Grayson on 2nd and 10, and he runs out of time. No chance there. 3rd and long. They need to probably take a shot at the end zone. No, they'll try to go for the tight end yet again. Incomplete, through his hands, tough contact. So now Maine Tech will set up for a long field goal. This from about 46, and this one is way off the mark. Oh my goodness, Ian Wells, what went wrong there? Absolutely disastrous finish to that drive. Going back to the running back is the Minutemen on 3rd and 7, and a stop here, but no timeout is called. The inexperience from Coach Reich is just not there. So they will get the ball back with only 13 seconds left with 3 timeouts. To 1st and 10, they're gonna go left side to Shooter Cortez, and that's a gain of 8. They could have done so much with that, with the time on the clock if they had around 50 seconds. Here's another pass from Grayson, and that one could have been a big play, just off the mark. That looked like Shooter Cortez yet again. In the gun, set up for Hail Mary. Ozzie Grayson gonna stand in the pocket. Gonna throw from about the 37-yard line. This one's gonna get to the end zone, and it is going to hit the ground. Incomplete. A 14-0 lead for the UMass Minutemen in the Tea Party here at halftime. As you can see, just outgaining us on the ground, more yards per play. Only 1 third down conversion by the Maine Tech offense so far this game. We head to start this second half. Here is a give to Jawan Price, and he's going to lose yards. A great start for the Red Claws defense. Drop back from the gun, a pass from Grant Jordan. That one's caught. A gain of 10, so a 3rd and short upcoming. They're going to keep this on the ground, hurdling over a man, and that is going to be a 1st down for Jawan Price yet again. New back in the game. They're going to fake it on an RPO. Back to the tight end. That's another 1st down, and that is to just past midfield. Inside Maine Tech territory are the Minutemen. Under center. Price back in the game. They're going to give it to him. Here goes Price. That's another strong run and a 1st down for Jawan Price. He is absolutely dicing up this front 7 right now. To 1st and 10 from the gun. Play fake from Jordan. He's going to get pressured, and he's going to get sacked. That's one of the linebackers. Ridley Oakley gives the 1st sack of this season. What a blitz call there. To 3rd and 14. Got some time, and they got the 1st down. Oh, no. Maine Tech with an opportunity to force a tough play, and UMass steps up to it. We head to 3rd and 5 here, and they're going to get the stop inside the red zone. Jawan Price does not get the 1st down, but UMass will head up by 3 scores here in this 3rd quarter. Here later in the 3rd quarter, on this next drive, they give to Trip Gates on 1st and 10 to start the drive. That's a nice start. His best run so far. To 2nd and 11 we go. Drop back. Pass. That is Shooter Cortez with great timing on that pass from Ozzie Grayson. That's a great curl route ran right there. Play fake, drop back, getting it off and through the hands of his tight end. No, Baden Parnell had a potential play right there. Going underneath, this is caught on the screen, a gain of 7. That is the 2nd option, Wolf Denton. On 3rd and 3, they'll go to Trip Gates, and he's going to find the hole, bounce off a man, and get the 1st down. Nearing the end of the 3rd quarter here, blitz sent, gonna take a shot, one-on-one to Shooter Cortez, who can't bring it in. He can't hold on. We head to 3rd and 3 on this drive, gonna go underneath, and that's Cortez. Cortez with the ball in his hands to the 20-yard line. That's a 1st down for the Red Claws. 3rd and 9 here, gonna go for a little comeback route, and no chance. Wolf Denton cannot hold on. Now can Ian Wells make up for his massive miss earlier in this game? This one looks much better and is going to sneak in. And that is the 1st points of this 2025 season for the Maine Tech Red Claws. Two-score ball game here in the fourth quarter. We head to 2nd and 10. The Minutemen drop back. Jordan gonna go underneath. He's got his man and an easy first down. You see the lack of speed from the defense right there. Another RPO going over the middle, and they are already nearing Maine Tech territory. But a holding call and a couple of bad runs get us into a 3rd and 15, and Maine Tech will get the stop. They're going to force the punt with just under 7 minutes remaining as this offense is starting to gain momentum. This entire team is starting to gain some momentum. This one's going to hit at the goal line marker and bounce into the end zone. They will start at the 20-yard line. Drop back for Ozzie Grayson. He's surveying. Grayson's going to step up and through. He's showing he's got some speed. Ozzie Grayson just short of the 45-yard line there. That's a first down. Drop back. Going to take a one-on-one shot here, and it is caught. Shooter Cortez with a phenomenal turn and catch, a phenomenal adjustment, and just like that, they are deep inside the 25. Here's Trip Gates inside the 20, into the red zone. The Red Claws go. 2nd and 4, rolling to the right, and no chance. Down goes Grayson. On 3rd and 16, they're going to take a one-on-one shot. Cortez in the back of the end zone. The corner lost him. Touchdown. Touchdown, Maine Tech. Touchdown, Red Claws. Shooter Cortez. There's the first touchdown of this season. The quarterback lost his place on the field, and Shooter Cortez just makes him pay. This was always going to be a one-on-one shot. Take a shot with your best receiver against another athlete, and Shooter Cortez comes down with it. With a stop, this potentially could be a good game. Here on 1st and 10 to start the drive, that one's broken up. 2nd and 10, Jordan dropping back. He's going to find his man underneath, and that is going to be a first down. They do have 3 timeouts to work with, but they're going to go on the ground here. Here's Juwan Price finding another nice crease, and that's another first down. He's up to 55 yards so far, but the yards that he has gotten have been deadly. Here is Price again. A lot of yards off of this one, making a man miss all the way to about the 25-yard line. 2nd and 8 now. Maine Tech need a stop here. Clock's starting to be run down. Price will be motioned out of the backfield. They'll find him underneath, and they have got a gain of about 4 there. First timeout used by Maine Tech. Here is Price on the run. He finds the hole again. 10-5 out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Juwan Price is just shy of a 100-yard game, and he's going to run it in. That's essentially what Maine Tech had to let happen right there. As now down again by 2 scores with 2:13 remaining. Drop back. Quick pass there. There's Shooter Cortez yet again. He has been the #1 option today. He has been the man that has been most open and the best hands that we've had so far. Quickly, no huddle. Oh, they find the defense in a look that they loved. Trip Gates running for another first down. As we hit the 2-minute timeout. 1st and 10 with 1:57 remaining. They're going to find Trip Gates. He has to make an adjustment in the air, and he will get around a gain of 8, but the clock will keep running. Drop back. Going to fire to the left side for his tight end, and incomplete. A dangerous pass there from Ozzie Grayson. 3rd and 2. Drop back. Pressure again off the edge, too far in the backfield. There's a sack now. 4th and 13, and now Maine Tech needs a miracle to keep this drive alive. Drop back. Nothing open, and he runs out of time. Ozzie Grayson is sacked yet again. But Maine Tech fighting back using their other 2 timeouts. They force a 3rd and long, and they're going to get a stop against Juwan Price here as he heads over 100 yards in this game. But only 22 seconds left, and they need a miracle to get this game somewhat in their hands. They're going to take a not a 2-on-1 shot for Shooter Cortez, and no chance there. 2nd and 10, 2 high safeties here. A drop back. Ozzie Grayson's going to let this one fly. He's going deep, and he's got him. I believe that is Kellen Peaks, the redshirt freshman, coming in here late. They're trying to get on the ball. They need to take another shot for the end zone if they want a chance. 5 seconds when the ball is snapped. A shot for the end zone. Shooter Cortez can't bring it in. And that's the ball game. UMass, the Minutemen, come into Sailors Field and come out with a 24-10 victory. Jawan Price, a hat trick and 102 yards. Nearly unstoppable in that game as the Maine Tech offense could never find their ground. As a team, we were not that far off against the Minutemen. We just could not convert third downs. Ozzie Grayson did not have a bad game in any right. He had a great game, in my opinion. Trip Gates never got used to his fullest ability, just never got started early. Shooter Cortez, you saw, was easily the best athlete we had out wide. Ridley Oakley gave us our only sack of the game, but now we're set up for an absolute beating. This is the next rivalry game against Penn State at Penn State. Do the Red Claws have a massive upset in them against the #1 team in the nation? We'll see you next time.